Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Amir. Welcome to another episode of That's Dope. What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Look, I know it's been a couple weeks since I uploaded a new video. I swear I'm working on getting better with that, with my time management, period. But between like my music stuff and video stuff, like for those of you who don't know, I shoot like a lot of video content for other people and other companies. Between those two things, man, it is really hard to get this content out for myself. But like I said, I'm working on my time management so I can pump out more. And it's crazy because at the top of the year, I said I was going to do 3 videos a week, and I have come nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I got to work on. But anyway, today I got a chance to sit down at the piano, man, and just practice a little bit. And I came up with this piano riff, and I thought it would be dope to, try to do a video on this and see if we can come up with something dope. So we're just gonna take that piano riff and then build on it like we always do. So let's just get right into it. All right, so like I was saying, I got this piano riff I came up with. It's like this. Something like that. So let's just lay that down and then start building on top of that. All right, so we got the piano. I went in there and I cleaned it up a little bit, copied it over where it needed to go. Now let's work on adding the drums. All right, cool. So we got the drums down. And if you notice on the last 2 drums, which was the snare and the rim shot, I'm kind of alternating the timing of them, but they're in the exact same pocket. I'll play it for you so you can hear what I'm saying. I'm doing a little bit more with the snare, but you hear like they're alternating for the most part in the same pocket. And that's something you guys can try. Like I could have easily just made the rim shot do that by itself, but it kind of just enhances, gives it a little bit more flavor or spices it up a little bit, just having it, having those alternate. But next we got the bass. We're just going to be using this sound from Vacuum. It's a sound I created called Jig Bass, and it sounds like this. And it's just a real beefy sounding bass, and I use it a lot. If I'm not using an 808, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to this bass, but I think I'm actually going to use a bass and an 808 on this track, but let's lay down that bass. All right, so up next we got a sound. It's called Arctic AZ. It's actually from this virtual instrument I got called Done 2. Sounds like this. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to add this only on the second half of the verse. We're going to do 12 bar verses, but for the last 4 bars of the verse, we're going to do something completely different. So this is only going to go on the second half of the 8 bars from the beginning of the verse. So let's add this on those 4 bars. All right, so up next, we're going to start working on the last 4 bars of the verse. You know, I said we're going to do 12 bar verses. The first 8 are kind of going to be the same. And then for the last 4, we're going to change it up. So I got this sound from Expand. It's called Deep Tube. And it's actually a synth bass. It sounds like this. So let's go ahead and add this. All right, so I got to go in there and clean that up a little bit, but we're going to keep on building on top of that. All right, so up next, we're going to add a hi-hat just to that section, and it's going to be super fast. So, you know, this time we're just going to draw it in. Sometimes I like to play hi-hats just to get a feel for it. It just helps with my process, but it's easy to go in here and draw them in. So for this, we just go to the pencil tool and we go to line, and whatever we set the grid to, when we go over, it's going to just go, you know, create that pattern for that grid mode. So it's on, let's see what we had the grid is on 16th note. So let's see what it sounds like. So let's just copy this over. All right, let's give it one listen from the top. All right, cool. So that's basically it. I mean, it's super easy to draw in hi-hats and different things on the grid, especially those type of stuff where it's just straight all the way across. So let's keep on building on top of that. All right, so up next I got this 808. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lay down the bass track, and then we'll come back and let's freak it a little bit. All right, so I went in there and I cleaned the 808 up a little bit, and I messed around with the notes a little bit. So I'll let you hear what it sounds like with what I just did. All right, so you see it just kind of spiced it up a little bit. I went in there and changed a couple notes and added a couple notes, but let's just keep on building on top of that. Up next, we got a sound from Excel, which is just a contact library. This sound is actually called Bangers. It sounds like this. And we're just going to add that, you know, just to kind of spice up that little portion of the verse, or those 4 bars of the verse, just to kind of separate it from the rest of the song, you know, really. So let's add that. Cool. All right, so I think I got one more thing I want to add to this. Let's see if we can find another little like synth sound or something to add in there. All right, so I found this sound from Expand. It's called Pulse on the Finger. It sounds like this. And this is another sound that's just going to be going on the last 4 bars of the verse. So let's add that. All right, cool. So we got that. I'm gonna go in there, clean it up a little bit. It was a little loud, so I'm gonna bring it down, and then we'll quantize it, copy it over where it needs to go, and I'm probably gonna add a rise in there somewhere. If you haven't watched my videos on how to create rises and sweeps in Pro Tools, you should peep that. But we're gonna clean it up, do that, and then we'll give it one good listen from the top. As always, look, I really appreciate you guys for watching, man, and tuning in and rocking with me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, all right? And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Arrivederci.